They charge me like 25 cents a minute when I'm on the phone, so I call it this way because that's the international fees and shit. Well, as a writer, I actually write from off my life and point of view. I really don't know what the frequency of vibe is for the people. Really, actually, what's kind of crazy is actually a mental health song more than it actually is a smoking song. And basically, my method of calming my, I guess, anxiety, depression, whatever word you want to put there, was to smoke and roll up. Basically, it's a song for those people who go through a wild day or have a wild moment, and they just stop and, get that breather when they roll up and just relax.
Right, man. I can't tell you how much I relate to that, man.
Yeah, I know. I think the whole world of smokers, I think everyone that smokes relates to it. We want the smoke, we like the smoke, but behind every type of, I guess, thing that you would normally do, I don't want to say drug because it's not a drug or addiction, but behind everything that you kind of lean on and consistently do that's outside of self, it is something that it's kind of, fixing whether you acknowledge it or not, which is why we like to do it when we don't have anything to do. Yeah, and it's actually it's medicinal. Majority of the chemicals in the plant are CBD, so it's actually more of an actual medication than it actually is something to smoke and do that. So really, if the doctor can prescribe you drugs that he makes, why can't we take the version that, nature gave us?
There you go.
I'm not in Italy anymore. I'm in Germany now, and it's about a 3.5 hour drive away, which is very convenient. Normally, I have to fly to a lot of places, but we were able to just drive out there. And I had one of my buddies out here. His name is Tyrell, and
Okay.
we were just going around doing a lot of content. And I actually did a video around the Eiffel Tower before, but I hadn't done a hanging mic vid before. I did it with a DJ by the name of DJ Hard Hitter. He's with Rap a Lot on records, but we went out there, and I just was out there, and I just was looking at the vibes, and I wanted to relate a message of how you could be around something so great, so beautiful that you grew up around, and even in that moment, life can still be twisting you up. Because if you see it, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, this looks amazing."
Right.
And then you hear me, and you realize, "Oh man, it's crazy."
Still dealing with real life, yeah.
Yeah, one of those real life things that lets you know, it's deeper than what you see sometimes. The process to being an international artist was actually effortless. And it's kind of crazy to say this. I might be giving out the game, and the industry might be like, no. But I literally just took a flight over there, spit a freestyle in a store, and the kids recorded it of that area in Italy. And when they uploaded their footage, it just started going viral. And it was kind of crazy because it was a rap that I had already spit called the Chun Li freestyle off of Nicki Minaj's Chun Li beat. And I had been spitting it for probably 2-3 years prior to even going. And it was just a normal rap. When I went over there, it was a viral hit, though, when the kids uploaded it. Then a month later, they set up a big festival with about over 600 to 700 kids and adults there. And I headlined the event, and I actually performed as the main event over top of the actual artists in that area that were already there. After that, it just became an every Saturday, Friday thing. I started running with a team called the All Stars in Italy. And then I made a song called Pordenone, and basically it was a city that I actually went viral in first in Italy. And once I did the video, they got behind it like a mascot. And next thing you know, it was magazines. It was all type of stuff. I can't remember the name of this magazine, but the Messaggero Veneto is one of the biggest newspapers in the whole entire North Italy, and they did a report on me. And basically, what a lot of people don't know is Italy didn't get onto the hip hop wave until like 2016. So there is no industry for hip hop that's really there like it is around in other places like London, Germany, America, Africa.
Right.
They're kind of catching on. So there is no hip hop channels. There is no big hip hop stations. They're still doing their version of what they've been doing over the history of their years. So when I came over there, I kind of started a a wave of, oh, it's an American here now, and he's actually repping us and going hard.
Right.
So all the kids who couldn't get it were starving for it, and they just latched onto me. So when the Masajiro Benito wrote my article, that it wasn't a normal article as in to say, hey, this is Artillery, check out his music. They actually thanked me. It was I'll send the link over to you as well just so you can check it out.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
They basically thanked me and shouted me out in Italy as an American artist that came to Italy and helped lay the foundational bricks to start hip hop and them actually getting hip hop going in their actual country. So out there, they look at me like I'm an actual, like a godfather of hip hop there in a sense. When it comes to the sound that Americans bring.
Right.
It's an Italian, either they have accent or language barrier. So when I came, I actually gave them the actual thing they see on Instagram and TV. And because I ended up living there after the fourth trip there, I was able to stay there every day and guarantee that I was there for them. And as far as Richmond though, it was kind of, I always had like a love-hate situation with Richmond, and the love part of it comes from the people in the street. Like when you walk up to them and shake their hand every day, that's the love. The hate part is the industry and the gatekeepers of it, because for some reason, no matter how high you rise, it seems like the industry of Richmond, the radio stations, newspapers, even the channels, like they cover the VCU people, you know what I mean, more than anything. But when it comes outside of that bubble, they really don't help you at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of artists at my level that can attest to that. That we went out, got our trophies, and came back. You know, I'm getting shouted out in newspapers for helping a whole country, and when I come to Richmond, they don't watch it. Aware of it. So Richmond, I look at Richmond as kind of still being in an industry mentality where they don't care about independent artists. It's like if they can't if one of those people in those positions can't say they're responsible for the reason, or even just for the respect or the notoriety of just saying, I'm the reason or he's my artist, if they're not doing that, they don't exist. I encourage all RVA artists to perform in Richmond and do business and stuff out in Richmond for the people that of the community. But if you're worried about the radio stations and all that other stuff, you might as well kind of kiss that goodbye. And that's coming. I've got legends back in the day who are historical to us, and I won't name no names because I don't want them to kind of get stuff thrown at them or shade. But from the 90s till now, every single person that has risen in Richmond has the same tune I'm singing right now. And I don't know how long it's going to take for that to change. I think it will take one of the artists to blow up, get money out of it, enough money to really build a station, a TV station. We have to really recreate our own independent stuff and support that in order for Richmond to begin to have an industry. But the people who are in charge of controlling the ceiling that's on us in our city, they're not moving that level that it's at, unfortunately. And plus, when I meet a person from Richmond that's doing music and they say, nah, I ain't never leaving my city, I don't gotta leave my city, I'm gonna stay here and do it, my heart hurts. Because in other cities, I get it, you can pull that off. But in Richmond, it's too many, I don't know. It's just not, that will kind of get you, it will shut you down. But so you'll look up one day and you'll be 40 years old, waiting on them people to help you.
Yeah, life's too short, man.
I think the reason, when I say I'm antisocial, just let me recite the verse so I can remember it. So many raps. I always get lifted, because when I'm sober, I be tripping sometimes, I be distant. An antisocial mood is vicious. I had to put myself back in the frequency. Basically, when I said I was antisocial, it was because coming from, I hate to use the term ADHD, but for us fast-thinking, quick-operating people, they chose to give us a term that like disability. But in my mind, it sounds like my mind moves faster than a lot of people on Earth, and you gave me a term to give me pills to slow me down. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
My mind operates very fast, and I tend to overthink a lot of things. So my antisocial usually kicks in because I'm so busy warring with myself sometimes that by the time other people who have any foolishness or any hiccup to them, because nowadays you run into so much stuff, you really got to pick and choose your circle very carefully. Usually when those people come to me, I've already went to war with myself so much thinking about stuff that I'm already at 80. So by the time they're trying to get me to 100, it can get there very fast. So over the years of growing up, I just learned to stay away from certain people and watch people hard. And I've learned that I move faster and operate better when I have less people around me. So the antisocial is not, I think the world that's of antisocial is a big defense mechanism because at one time, the world was set up without the internet and social media running it, and we only had to deal with the people we ran into in a day. Now, you connected to millions of people, whether you can number them or not, just through all your platforms of socializing, randoms that just run through your page that you don't know. You can meet a million people, amount of million people in about 2 years now, whereas that probably could have took a whole lifetime damn near of you just walking past people. But now you literally are talking to hundreds and thousands a year, randomly or whatever it is, but they're connected to you. So now we have a magnifying glass on how humans really think, humans really move. It's videos of what they're doing to people. The new generation of the world sees human behavior so consistently now that they're already to the maturity level of where we get older and they say, nah, I don't want to go to the club no more. I don't move around. It's sped up for them. So now they're getting to that point very early because they're already shocked with the idea of majority of these people got something wrong with them. So I don't think people are antisocial out of them being just introverts, because I think they're antisocial out of defense, out of survival. But it is more introverts now, and I think, and I'm gonna retract that because I did say it wasn't, but I will change that and say it is more introverts, and the reason I feel it is because of the cell phone. Majority of the people are in their phones so much, we don't socialize, so we train our minds to do friendships and relationships through the device rather than in person. So a lot of times when the new generation of people come up to the people like us or just regular people like them, they don't know how to carry a conversation of any depth. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to mingle. They haven't picked up on body language as much as we did because we got to actually interact majority of all our social time. And I think they don't even know how to do it. So they're socially introverts. I'm gonna get you the way you want it, man. I'm gonna build with you. I don't want to get on dry. Well, we do have a song with Lil Wayne about to drop. The world already kind of been getting the promo to that, so that's on the way. We just waiting for some politics to get done, and then that song's out. I've already released some kind of clips to it, so people know it's coming. I have a track with Jim Jones on the way. Shout out to Dipset. One with George Santana as well. What else in the cut? Shout out to Royce 5'9". He did a hook for me, so I got a song coming out with him. Showstone Stunner and King Tut. He's from Houston. Showstone Stunner is also an artist from Richmond. What else? Because now I got to think. We got a song with Boosie coming and the homie King Tut. That's about to drop soon. I have something I did with Gnarls Barkley, I guess, to the hip-hop world. CeeLo Green, been dropping that with the artist Jacinia. She's an international artist as well here in Germany. She's also from the 804 as well. But we got me going in my Rolodex now. What else I got on the way? Right now, that's as far as I can think out as far as the next singles, because I drop every 2 weeks, so that's about the next 2-3 months of work. And I think by then we probably gonna have another one of these conversations. I don't know, and I have more information, but yeah, we got some stuff on the way. I got some stuff on the way, and I actually have 4 albums loaded. But then my distributor Sony, they told me the way the industry was going, the algorithms don't favor albums no more because the attention span of the listeners is different now.
Exactly.
So basically, hey, the algorithm push it as much as it would, because basically they don't want a person to hear a long album and say, I don't want to hear this, and then they leave the site when they could have gave them a single, another song, and kept them there listening to ads forever. So now they're kind of getting off the album thing, and they're doing the singles. So I took all 4 projects and broke them into singles and just started dropping them every 2 weeks. So I actually have enough music right now in my dashboard with Sony to actually release for the next 3 years without uploading anything else to my dashboard or recording another drop of music. So I'm actually way far futuristically in creativity right now.
I see.
Actually, what I'm making right now, they don't even know who I am right now, because I have to get out that work right there. And depending on how I feel and the intensity I'm working at, that could change from 2 weeks to once a week, every Friday I drop, just to get closer to where I'm at today right now. Yeah, the algorithm kind of is running the remote control right now, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, no problem, man. And I actually like the questions, bro. And I like just the feedback that you building with me on it. I already know it's gonna be a dope right.